Hey guys, I'm making another video today. We're going to be talking about geometric series. So, geometric sequences, is a sequence. There's a list of numbers where you multiply the same number over and over again. Like for example, if you look at number 1, you start with 3 and you're multiplying by 5 over and over again. That's the geometric aspect. A series is adding up a sequence. Okay, it's just adding up that list of numbers. So as we come down here, let's look at our equation first. So for our equation, first thing I want to point out is this A right here. This is supposed to be A1. Um, on this formula, it's messed up. It's just written as A, and then also on your sheet, I think it's also just written as A, but it's supposed to be A1. So I'm sorry about that. Sn is the number. S means the sum, and N is the number of terms that you were going to add together. So this is the number of terms you're adding. And then just another reminder about, so that's also N right there. 1 and your formula is number 1, and R is the common ratio. Just a quick reminder about some of the terminology for geometric sequences that maybe you guys haven't seen in a couple of days. Okay, so let's start with the first one. For all the other ones, we're going to use our formula, actually, except for we're going to go over one that has sigma notation, which is nice. You can use your calculator for that. But for number 1, we actually don't even have to use our formula. All you're going to have to do is you're going to add these things up together. If it just gives you the list of numbers and it says find the sum, you don't need to use any complicated formula, just add these things together. So 3 plus 15 plus 45 plus 135, you're just going to add those things together. And let me real quickly pull up my calculator to do that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 plus 15 plus 45 plus 135. And that's going to spit out my answer for me. So that gives me 198. Okay, let's go on to another one where we're actually going to have to use our formula for it. If we scroll down here and look at number 2, what number 2 is asking us is it's asking us to find S12. What that means is we're going to find the sum of the first 12 terms of the sequence, or sorry, of the series, since you're adding them as a series. What we got to do first is we're going to find A1, and we're going to find R, and we'll plug it into our formula. And those are the only two things that you need to do. And I'll show you how to do this in your calculator, but you need to be careful when you're plugging this part of the formula into your calculator. So A1 here is -2. That's just the first term. R is the number you're adding or subtracting. Sorry, this is geometric, so it's the number that you are multiplying or dividing by to get to the next number. Here, from -2 to -8, you multiply by 4. And if you're having trouble with that, you can just divide one term, take a term, and then divide it by the previous term. And for all these terms here, you'll get 4 when you do that. So S12, let me plug in to our formula up here. Scroll up real quick and we'll reference it. We need A1, and we're doing 1 minus R to the n over 1 minus R. So S12 is going to equal A1, which is -2. And then I'm going to multiply that. That is going to multiply by 1 minus R. Oops. We actually know what R is. So it's going to be 1 minus 4. And then to the n, it tells us is 12. So I've got 1 minus 4 to the 12 up there. And then in the denominator, I'm going to do 1 minus R, which is just 4 again. So let me show you how you type that expression into your calculator. You want to do -2 times this 1 minus 4 to the 12. Okay, and make sure that that part is in parentheses. And then you're going to divide by, and also put this in parentheses. This is the other part that's very important that you put in parentheses. Otherwise, your calculator will not do this right. So spit that out. We get a really, really large negative number, which is what we expect. If you got something that was like 3.5, you may have typed something in wrong. So this is negative. Let's see. This is a negative 11 million. 184,000. And then 810. Okay, so there is that sum. And let's scroll down and talk about just a couple more. So for number 3, will be a little bit different. My A1 here is 1. It's my first term. R, and this one's going to be negative because we see from 1 to negative 2, I had to multiply by negative 2. And then you get from negative 2 to 4, I had to multiply by negative 2. So this R is a little bit tricky because it's negative, and it tells me N is 11. So I want to find S11. I'm going to plug in 1 for A1, and you technically don't need to write that if you don't want to, because 1 times anything will not change anything. I've got 1 minus R. R is negative 2. And this is where the parentheses are going to get a little bit weird. Negative 2 to the N, which is 11. You're going to need an extra set of parentheses around negative 2 because you're raising that to an exponent. Don't change it to plus 2 to the 11th because depending on what the exponent is, that will change your sign. So just type the parentheses in like this. You'll have an extra set of parentheses around the R. You also have to do this if R is a fraction, but R is not a fraction for this one, okay? And then on the bottom I have 1 minus negative 2. You don't need an extra set of parentheses around that one just because there's no exponent for it for the R that's on the bottom. So again, I'm going to type this in my calculator. I'm going to leave off the 1 because you just don't need it, but put the top in parentheses 1 minus, and then I've got a negative 2. There's my extra set of parentheses. So type it in your calculator just like you typed it in here. Raise it to the 11th. And make sure that 11 is inside the parentheses. I need to make sure that you do that right also. And then divide it by 1 minus negative 2. You can change that one to plus 2 if you want to. Because like I said, it doesn't have an exponent. So it is 1 plus 2, which is 3. Which gives you your final answer of 683. Okay? And now let's go and I want to highlight that. Let's go and talk about the last one. So the last one, if it gives you this in sigma notation, you're going to do the exact same thing you did for sigma notation for the arithmetic series that I believe we did yesterday. So clear this stuff out on your calculator. We're going to go to math. We're going to go to the math button on our calculator, and then we're going to scroll. If you scroll up, you'll actually find it first. There is the summation option. And then you're going to plug in, just pay attention to what is on the top and on the bottom. On the bottom we've got n equals 1, on the top we have 10. I'm going to use x because the variable you use for it doesn't matter as long as you use the same variable. And then just type it into your calculator the way it comes. And what we're going to do, let me use a different color. Imagine these blue parentheses are the parentheses on your calculator. So this is another one where you'll need an extra set of parentheses. Make sure your exponent goes inside the extra set of parentheses that are already on our calculator right now. Because again, dealing with exponents and negative numbers, you'll want to use parentheses for that because it can mess up your answer. So I'm going to put in 19, and then in parentheses, negative 1, and then I'm going to raise that to the n minus 1. Or in this case, I'm going to use x minus 1 because that's the variable in my calculator. So notice a few things that we've got that extra set of parentheses there that we need, and then the n minus 1, or the negative 1 is inside the parentheses, and the x minus 1 is an exponent just to negative 1, and then make sure that is outside the parentheses. And then your calculator will spit this out the proper way for you. When you do that, you get 0. Really what this series right here is doing, if you would write it out, not that you need to do that to find this answer, but what this series is doing is it's adding and subtracting 19 over and over and over again, because negative 1 to a power is either 1 or negative 1, so we get 0 because it ended on 1 that canceled out all the 19s that are in the series. Okay, so I hope this helps you guys, and your assignment is posted on LMS for today. You've got problems that look just like this. Please email me or FaceTime me or let me know if you have any questions.